Yeah.
Oh, I love this. This is the part where we get the official podcast mic adjustment.
Yeah.
You know, every John Blaze rapper does this.
Bitch, I'm a pothead. If you saying with smoke, fuck it.
Yeah, we were on our way through Chinatown. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is crazy. What's your favorite part about being out here, though?
Oh man, I mean, it's got to be the food, like you were saying, bro. The food is crazy. Like, bro, like everything is good, everything is quality, everything tastes fresh. Like Philly, the food is great too, but you get some musty ass shit sometimes.
Okay.
Like this is 10 for 10. Every meal I've had out here has been like chef's kiss, like immaculate, bro. Everything.
Yeah, we have like really good little restaurants in that.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere, like side by side on every corner.
Dude, we were saying as we were driving in, there was like a Cuban sandwich restaurant with Cuban dudes outside next to a Lebanese restaurant across the street from a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
I was like, this is beautiful. This is culture right here.
Exactly. That's what's nice about the diversity is like there's so much to offer from all these different cultures and places.
Definitely.
Like the food is phenomenal.
Crazy.
Phenomenal.
Like really understated. Like I was saying this to my boy on the phone like last night or 2 nights ago. I was like, bro, the level of quality of food needs to be studied in schools. From Canada, like it's just crazy. And also, man, like you guys are all really nice people. Like, you know, I haven't seen much aggression other than from like cracked out homeless people. Like, we have those too, and like shouts out cracked out homeless people. But for sure, like other than the smokers, bro, everybody's super calm, super chill, super respectful. Like I haven't gotten anybody being like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
No.
You know, everybody's nice. It seems, at least.
It's kind of a very. It kind of takes on the style of other cities in the sense of like mind your own business, but to the like literally just go about your day. Like the person ain't bugging you, go about your day.
Type shit, yeah.
But if they bugging you, then you'll find out really. Like
shit,
you know
okay,
what
I'm not
like,
trying.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like everyone's really really nice, but like. When it comes down to it, like everyone's still about their business, no matter where you're from.
You guys
right?
scrap like that in Toronto, in Canada?
Oh, dude, yeah. You don't know about Toronto?
Nah.
They get down out here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, we're not from here, so we can't really speak on it. But like, I'm sure people really get down out here.
I know. I've heard crazy shit, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Stab me? Like at the most? You're gonna stab me?
Shoot.
They do? They have
People
guns
shoot.
here?
Oh yeah, people shoot.
That's crazy,
Bro.
Gangs and shootings and shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that.
Oh yeah. It's a city, right? Like.
Yeah. Everybody, like I said, everyone seems so nice, man. You know.
The media's too filled with like Florida bullshit to be caught up with Toronto stuff.
Florida. You guys ever been to Florida?
I have been a few times, only once in like recent years, like very cognitive years in a sense.
You gotta go. Like Miami is like a full vibe, dude.
Okay.
Miami's crazy.
I've never been Miami. Like I've been to beaches and that, but
yeah,
I gotta go to Miami.
It's so cheap too. It's cheap to fly there.
Really?
Like even for you, I feel like in certain seasons, it's just really cheap and it's still like amazing. And the thing is, dude, like Miami makes you want to be a better person.
Okay.
Either on like scum shit, like you need to be a bigger scumbag, or like a better person. it's a very high-low situation, but like you just feel like you could scheme up and be a drug kingpin, or just like coast and be like a Florida dad, you know? Like, you know, but like you just want to like work out and like be healthy, dude. Like I live like a scum most days, dude. But like in Miami, dude, I'm running every day and I'm like drinking espresso by the beach and shit, and like wearing open collared fucking shirts.
You got that retired vibe going
right?
on?
Yeah, exactly. Like very like extremely retired. What's his fucking name? Rest in peace. Damn. If you like pina coladas, that fucking guy, bro. I feel exactly like him. Jimmy Buffett, bro. It makes you feel like Jimmy Buffett for sure.
That's so funny.
And you just drink fruit juices and shit. Like I don't eat vegetables. I don't drink fruit juices. You just sip like a papaya juice.
But he's on a whole juice cleanse.
Yeah, right. You just get better, and the bitches are just. Whew. And I saw Nas in a Bentley, bro.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. It's inspirational and aspirational too, because you'll just be eating a fucking sandwich and you'll just see Bentley, Ferrari. But also, I mean, shit pops off over there. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. It's really crazy. Like active. There's no sweeping under the rug. Like, you know, some dude will be, you know, nude sprinting through and just punching another homeless guy like it's Tekken, bro. You know, it's really insane. It could be like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm misrepresenting America. I'm just kidding. We don't.
Like there's pros and cons to everything, and it's almost like kind of mediaized, right? Like you're. In the media, Canada's known for just being nice people, right? So like that's what you've been taught about Canada, and like you've seen it since you've been here, but like it's also what you know about it, and like we get a lot of negative news about the States.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah,
that's
it's-
all I've heard when I travel.
But dude, we're so Americanized.
Yeah.
We're so Americanized. All our media is American. Our whole culture is like, well, a lot of it, at least, other than like background culture, our current culture is a lot Americanized. Like, it's a lot out of the States. The music, the art, like the famous people, the sports, right? Like, everything's American.
We don't even use.
That's crazy.
Like,
I feel like we love Canadian music so much.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Maybe not the underground stuff, but the stuff that mainstream. Bro, who's topping the charts right now?
So,
you got Drake.
Yeah.
You got The Weeknd.
yeah.
Toronto. They both
Like,
rep
we
Toronto.
have huge,
Yeah.
Nav, right?
Nav.
Like Tory Lanez. We have huge artists, and that's just like the mainstream ones for sure. But like, they don't necessarily rep Canada.
No, they
Really?
live everywhere else.
I would-
they
that-
do
like,
everything.
Drake has his moments. Drake definitely has his moments. And he has songs every so often where he'll just pop on with like he'll just do the Toronto accent the whole song.
Right, he'll do the-
right.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
So he'll do that, but like there's very little recognition and tribute from our own people.
That's crazy.
The ideal is to like leave. Like if you become successful,
You
like
get
you
out.
get out. Yeah,
Yeah,
you go to
well,
America.
I think that's the goal of. I mean, obviously we're from different countries, but I think that's the goal for any artist is get out of whatever box is presented to you where you are. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whether it's Jay-Z getting out of Marcy, or it's Drake getting out of Toronto, or it's me getting out of Philly and going over here. Like I think as an artist, every artist has a goal of like you know, you want to get out of Kansas.
You want to do something
know?
bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to expand. You want to
Exactly.
grow. For sure.
Whatever
for sure.
you're out of Kansas is, you know, on whatever scale that is. So that makes sense. But I always like. I think a lot of Americans view Toronto rappers that are mainstream or singers as like people that really carry Canada. So it's interesting to hear that converse perspective, I think. I never thought about that because we think like, oh, they're so inundated in Canada. Like they definitely love Canada and rep Canada because they're always talking about the six this, the six that,
Yeah.
Toronto, like especially The Weeknd and Drake, you know? But Tory Lanez, I don't know. Sometimes he puts on a fucking like New York accent. Like, I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you. Rapping like Cassidy, talking like he's from New York.
It's it's different. They
No disrespect,
definitely-
free Tory Lanez.
Welcome back to the Second Spliff, your favorite stoner podcast.
Yeah.
We're here with YouWin.
And I'm mad irked. My show's folded. I've been eating mad food, getting fat, taking baths, drinking espresso, pretending to lift weights in the lobby, bro. That's what I'm
There we
at,
go.
for sure.
There
We kind of give every guest a minute or two to kind of express who they are, what they do, and how they kind of came to be, and then we kind of get into conversation based off of that. And fucking wherever the conversation leads is basically wherever it leads. Podcast treated as however you want it. If you want to talk about whatever you want, plug whatever you want, feel free. If you want to
yeah.
get into stories, fucking
Yes.
by all means, man. Whatever you're down for, we're down for. So I'll leave that up to you for like a minute kind of introduction, and then we'll.
Dope, man. I'm YouWin. I'm a Philadelphia artist based out in Philly and New York. I do like a lot of melodic shit. I just make what I feel, and I feel what I make, and I do it for me, and other people decide to listen to it. So if you are one of those people, thank you. And I've lived one hell of a life. I'd like to talk about it. And yeah, let's have fun.
Hell yeah. No, hell yeah. All right, I want to get into how I found you because it's kind of like a weird one. And I mentioned to you earlier, like a lot of shit just randomly lined up. So I was in the car all morning long. This random like super white girl TikTok songs playing in my head, dude. It's in my head, and I've heard it 1,000,001 times.
Yeah.
It's just stuck in my head, dude. And I'm like, okay, I gotta find this shit. No idea the lyrics. I just got the tune. So I'm
Right,
like,
right.
all right, I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna search up YouTube like the most famous TikTok songs. I know it's one of the most famous ones. It's got to be in the top 10. Couldn't find that shit. So I like found one that was 3 hours long, just a
Yeah.
3-hour TikTok of TikTok songs. Scrolling through that shit, going no, and it's like song after song. There's no like dead parts at all. Like it's constant noise, constant music, right? And then there's just like I skipped to like 2.5 hours in, and there's like a dead silent pause. I'm like, that's weird. Like, why is there empty space? And then like I hear an instrument that like catches my ears, and I'm like, okay. And I start listening to it. I'm like, damn, like I really fuck with this, all that. And then so it took me forever to find like the name of the song and the artist. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it took so goddamn long.
I'm glad you were doing that detective work. man.
Yeah, bro, I was on that shit. It was the first song on your newest album. It's off the top of my head right now.
Damn, the newest one.
Yeah.
Fuck. Man. Wait. Is it "Oh Do a Boy"?
Yeah.
"Oh Do a Boy." I used to write myself obituaries.
That
Emo
line,
ass.
That line just made me just go, holy shit! Like just like that first like immediate hard
Man, that's
pull
crazy.
got me so fast.
"Oh
And
Do a
then-
Boy," really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, dude.
And then just in a random 2.5 hour long like compilation on TikTok.
Shouts out James Dunn, The Orchard.
And then
We need more money though. Pay us.
Then yeah, if I finally found like the song and stuff like that, I feel like I like typed the lyrics into Spotify or some shit. Found the song and then followed you and then said something like we talked a little bit and about the podcast and that, and then you were like, oh, I'm in Philly, so I was like, damn, like realisticness of this in the near future, probably a low one.
And then boom.
And then boom, bro hits me
Yeah,
up.
that's
Yo, we coming to Canada. I'm like, all right, bet. So yeah, it's crazy how it plays out, man.
God
Like,
is good, man.
yeah, from some stupid song stuck in my head to finding your song to you coming to Toronto, like.
The world is a crazy circle, man. It really is. Like I think we all live in a circle in a sense. Like everything comes back around again to
Yeah.
a certain point, and you know it's interesting when you find those synchronicities, bro. For real, like this was meant to happen. We were supposed to have this nice hotel suite to accommodate the podcast.
Yeah,
we were supposed to find the
yeah.
TikTok mix. You know, I don't know. I really believe in fate and shit like that, but
Okay.
I can't believe that "Oh Do a Boy" was the one that got you.
Yeah,
I like Lou Reed.
Lou Reed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
you
hard.
like
was
that
hard.
one.
That's hard, man.
Can we talk a bit about that album and kind of like,
Yeah.
that work and all
For
that
sure.
and the inspiration behind that? Because he put me onto you, and then like "Oh Do a Boy" was the first one that he put me onto, and
Played
then
the whole album in order, baby.
yeah, and then it was just like
Love,
little
for sure.
parts that would get stuck in my head. Like, well, I forget what song it is. I don't think it's "Oh Do a Boy," but it's like "Heroin and Hoopties."
Heroin and
Yeah,
Hoopties.
I was
Yeah.
singing
Driving
that all
around off
day. I was
Lucy.
tattooing, and I was just "Heroin and Hoopties."
Yeah, man, that's Lou Reed, man.
Yeah, it's such a good song.
Lou Reed, named after one of my favorite singers, Lou Reed. He was, I don't know if you fuck with Lou Reed, but he was a singer of Andy Warhol's group, the Velvet Underground, and then
Okay.
and then he did his own thing. He's got a album with David Bowie,
Nice.
and
That's
the
actually
the
really
hook
tight.
is like, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side." Probably heard it
Okay.
before.
Yeah.
So
know
I
what
was
you're
like,
saying.
I don't
I
know.
haven't heard that forever.
Oh, it's a great song. It's a great album. Lou Reed is such a great artist. But yeah, so that album came about because I had contractual obligations to put a tape out.
Okay.
And I was
okay.
like, fuck, what do I do? So I had been putting out these weekly freestyles. I was cutting up with like old anime and putting it on my Instagram. And we just had like 5 of them. And I was like, all right, fuck, what do I do? I need more. So I went back in my hard drive and I found some old songs that were like really good that I really liked. Went back, re-recorded them, and "Oh Do a Boy" came out because it was just like 3 a.m. I had nothing to do, and I found this beat, dude. I wrote that song in probably like 8-9 minutes,
Really?
so
fucking
fast,
with me.
so
So, like,
fast. And I didn't think people were gonna like it even. Like I didn't like because my bars shit is not what people I feel like gravitate towards me for.
I'm a
I
bars
do.
artist.
I do.
So like that's what I personally enjoy the most in music. Is like, so to me, what I think got me into it was how personal it was, or at least seemed to be.
No, it definitely was very autobiographical for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like to me, that's always a grabbing feature when like artists are like just speaking off their experiences, their highs and lows and different things, right? So I think that was the reason why that song specifically grabbed me. I love lyrics and shit like that.
Me too,
like,
man. Bring back lyrics.
Yeah.
You don't have to bring back boom bap. Bring back lyrics. Though.
Yeah, no, for
Writing
real.
is so, bro. Writing something serious is so important, and I love that you said that because that's the most important thing for me as an artist. Like, first thing, I can only write about what I'm feeling at a given time.
Yeah.
It's never going to be flexing if I'm not flexing. It's never going to be sad if I'm happy if I'm sad. I have to write from directly what I'm feeling right now. And I think that's why people like my music is because it is real. It's
Genuine.
it's as me as it could possibly be. So like for artists, like I just want to hear more of like if you're doing a turn up song, okay, make it real though. Like really turn up. Tell me about it. Tell me where you were. Tell me what you were doing. Tell me who you fucked. You know what I mean? Like well, whatever. You know, like just be real.
Yeah, be honest.
Be
right?
honest.
Like yeah,
Because I think that shines through more than anything.
for sure.
I always say like the paint chips off immediately. You know, eventually, you know, you always see the facade crumble if somebody's lying or somebody's playing games. The best artists from any genre are the realest people that you would see on the street. You know what I mean? I think
we're also in a stage where if you are an amazing artist, you have to have a character with it, because like we're in the age of characters, internet personalities, like not necessarily personas. You can be like who you really are, but you're not interested, or the internet isn't interested in an average person. They want somebody with unique experiences. They want a character. They want somebody different, right?
For sure.
So I think that plays a huge factor in it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And I think if you are your character, you're gonna be successful. Like Post Malone, right?
Yeah.
Like he's just he draws you in, right? Because he's just him. You don't even need to know what music he makes. You're gonna want to be like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? You know, and I'm not even a big Post Malone fan. I like him as a person, but I just think like he has a great character. You know, like that's the truth. You don't have to put veneers on or get a chain to be somebody that's engaging. You know,
I think it's crazy that like you can do so much with a character, as in you can be the character first, the person first, and then go into music and then go into different things. Right?
Exactly.
It's almost the starting point.
Yeah, definitely.
Think about what YouTubers have done over the years, because they have like guaranteed millions of views from their YouTube channel. They can do other things, and like their fan base carries and
their
follows with them
engagement.
because they're a fan of the actual person.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's what got me invested in rap early on too. People like Currency, people like Wiz, people like Mac Miller. Like we all learned how to roll a joint from Wiz Khalifa in the hot tub. You know what I mean? Like that's a generational experience. And I think what I took from that era, like the blog era, was like let's bring people into that person. Let's give people you. And you know, you want to do it within the short attention span of today. You want to make people care in a short time. Whereas we would watch long form vlogs for 4 hours of Mac Miller or whoever just in the studio, or at least I would.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
That's fair.
now it's like you have to do that in like a soundbite. You have to make people care in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, but I think if you're cool enough or you just are real enough, it happens. You know, it catches.
It's unfortunate that like, it's almost like our attention span's so low, is that you need to grab attention so fast in your music to like, in order to gain reach. I'm like that too though, right? Like if I don't like it in the first 10, 15 seconds, it's like, okay, next. But I'm also one of those same people that listens to like the same songs just over and over again.
I hear you.
I really don't like new music. It's weird.
Man, there's so much. Though.
I always find I find like 4 new songs a week, but like I'm very advocate on like listening to the same
of course
songs,
digesting
and I just
it.
find stuff and I'm just like, ooh, give me that.
Especially the bars aspect of it. Like I'll find myself reminiscing on songs from like years and years ago, and then I'll hear it and it'll just be like this little 2-part of a bar, and it's like, holy fuck, like that
Shit's
really
crazy.
just hit.
I missed
it. Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know. The bars for me are just impeccable. I don't know. That's what.
Yeah, man. I think good bars. Forgive me for the corniness. Are like an archaeological dig, bro, or like an onion. You know what I mean?
No,
like
so fast.
You hear it's like if you're throwing triple entendres out there. You know what I'm saying? You go back to a song you loved 5 years ago, and you see it with a new meaning because you lived a little bit more, or you listened a little bit closer, and you're like, oh my god, he really meant that, and that.
Right.
You
It's
know?
like nobody nowadays is matching Lil Wayne's cadence and anything like that. Like the bars on top of bars on top of bars, and like. He's even got to Google his own lyrics and shit for shit he said. Like, it's
crazy.
I think Lil Wayne is definitely in my top 5, man.
Oh,
What are your top 5?
has to be.
Yeah. I wanna know.
Man.
What are your top 5?
Top 5 rappers?
Musical inspirations.
Nah, let's.
Nah.
All right, I'll do top 5 rappers and I'll do top 5 musical inspirations.
Okay.
Because it's like a whole different. I listen to a lot of different music.
Deal.
Okay, so shit. Top 5 rappers for me in no order. It would be Lil Wayne. It would be Earl.
Okay.
Gotta be Mac.
Okay.
Gotta be Cudi.
Okay.
Did I say 3,000?
No.
Had to be Andre.
That's a
3000,
good list.
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, 3,000 is like 3,000 is crazy. You guys listen to the Flute album?
No.
Little bits of it.
Dude,
Yeah.
it saved
good.
me. I was at the
Yeah.
gym, hungover as fuck. I was on the elliptical, bro, and I was listening to the flute music, bro, and it took me somewhere else. It like took me to my happy place.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That was zen as fuck, bro. It was zen as fuck, bro. You got to be on that shit. But yeah, that's my listen. Musical inspirations, definitely like Morrissey from the Smiths.
Oh, okay.
Just how he writes, I think writing is really important.
Okay.
Cuddy, obviously, like if
Yeah,
you listen to
same.
any of my music, you'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, like
I
the
can see it
harmonies,
immediately.
yeah, the harmonies and shit,
The vibe.
shit, dude. This is such a hard thing because I listen to so much music every day. Mick Jagger, because of how he writes too,
Okay.
not because of how he sounds. Bowie.
That's fair. That's very, very fair.
And definitely Wayne, like how I
Yeah.
structure a lot of my bars. I think the fact that I realized like you can rap words that rhyme consecutively and give them like quadruple meanings.
Yes.
You know?
That's fair.
And-
He's really good at that. And really good at that.
That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't even have to be like a structured punchline. Like it doesn't have to be duh, 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 duh. It's like rhyme. Like 12 consecutive words that rhyme that all correlate to a bigger meaning. You know, like that shit was crazy. That shit would always blow my mind. Like all of his catalog, man.
I love good lyricism. Yeah. Wayne's so good at that. I'm a big Dave fan.
Dave's crazy,
Bro,
bro.
his lyrics are so good.
Dave's crazy.
Yeah, him. I listen to a lot of Cole lyrically.
J. Cole?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not that big of a J. Cole fan.
No,
man.
really?
I think J. Cole's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. Objectively, he's like one of the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick?
I'm gonna
Okay.
do top 6 for
So-
rappers.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar had to
Okay.
be in there.
I find this a lot of the time. People either say Kendrick or J. Cole. And like, not that you dislike the other person, but like, for some reason, people tend to gravitate to one. And I don't know why so.
Well, I understand. I feel like I don't understand Kendrick, but in my parasocial fantasy brain, I understand Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
I relate to Kendrick Lamar a little bit more.
that's fair.
Like he has a lot of pain. Like J. Cole is like he heard about pain and then he wrote about it. Now I don't know J. Cole, but Kendrick, you can feel the pain.
I see what you're saying.
You know?
It's more personal than a broad perspective. J. Cole
Right.
is a very like
Excuse me,
bird's eye view. J. Cole music, very bird's eye view.
Exactly.
And Kendrick's is more like personal experiences. I see what you're saying with that.
Immersive. Like there's one song, I think it's The Art of Peer Pressure, and he's talking about going to a house party and going in search of every Xbox, Nintendo, just taking people's shit and like leaving with the homies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, or like, you know, normally I don't do this, but shit, I'm with the homies. Like, you know, just
Yeah.
certain things are just very
Different.
He speaks to a very collective experience, and I think he focuses on the black experience in America, but I think there's a lot of like really unique universal experiences in there as well, especially in his first album and even in Mr. Morale on songs like Father Time,
Yeah.
or on songs like Fear on Damn. Like Fear makes me cry, dude. Like
Yeah,
that song
it's a good
is
song.
crazy, you know. So definitely Kendrick over Cole. Cole was just like he's a way better rapper than I'll ever be and way more successful than I am. But it's just something about Cole for me is like the same reason I don't like Joyner Lucas.
Okay.
It's just like a little soft. Like it's not hard edge. You know what I mean? Like that sounds so cliche to say, but
So I see what you're saying because the sound isn't hard. It's his lyrics that are hard. That's how I see it.
For
in a
sure.
sense.
Storytelling ability.
for sure.
Kind, yeah. It's all like perspective in a sense. Like,
Exactly. And it's all preference too. Like,
exactly.
By no means like J. Cole is a 10 out of 10 elite level rapper.
Yeah.
You know, don't take my fucking opinion for shit.
I find it unique that every person has unique music tastes. Like even if you do listen to a lot of the same music, like you're gonna have different artists that you do like and stuff. Like,
We'll have the same artists on our playlist, but it might be completely different songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
No, that's so facts because there's so many sides to different artists.
There might be like different beats you like opposed
Yeah.
to like maybe an 808 hits different for you on this song.
Yeah,
compared
for
to this
sure.
one.
You guys have this experience of like when you listen to a song, man, I don't know how to explain this. Like you feel the song, right?
Yeah,
Like there are
yeah.
songs for you. Like I wanted to ask all of you that, but like, what is the song for you? You feel it through your whole body. Like it's a dopamine, serotonin, like extravaganza. What are those songs for you guys?
like a good, like a happy.
That makes you feel like truly feel any
Oh, I got
emotion, like
one off the
fully.
top of my head.
It's weird. I can only like feel emotion to sad music. I can't really like feel
No.
emotion to happy music.
Yeah,
we
that's
put on-
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
any that's what I'm asking. Just any song.
If we put on Mount Joy Sheep right now, you would
Mount
be
Joy? I'll look that-
feeling that shit. It's so
I'll look
good,
that up.
That's a
What is it
bro.
called?
vibe. That is a vibe.
Mount Joy Sheep.
It's called Sheep by Mount
Yeah,
Joy. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, honestly, the Mount Joy album's pretty fire. It's like some hippie shit.
It kind of like almost
I was raised
gives
by
me like
hippies,
an
man.
intro to
Yeah.
your music type of feel. Like the beats leading up to your lyrics is like
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Let me Mount Sheep, right?
Yeah. Or Sheep or whatever.
I try to. So every Thursday, I listen to a random album from start to finish twice.
Okay.
And I like write how I thought about it. So I'll
Nice.
like that shit is like, it's helped me a lot as an artist. Like that's something I recommend anybody do. Like start an audio book at the beginning of the week or a real book, and then start a album. You know, on a day. You know.
Preparation, right?
Yeah. It's work.
Yeah.
You know, it's self development, but not in like a self help way. It's like you gotta, you know, I feel like as an artist, I always seek to like culture myself and find something new so I can make something new. You know, so I always try to do that. But I think that extends to like any level of artistry. You know, just kind of like trying to expand your horizons as much as possible.
That's fair.
make
know.
sure you're on par with yourself and everything like that too.
Type shit.
Well, like you can use yourself as an example, right? You're always
Yeah.
trying to expand your catalog of like what tattoos you have
That's
the ability
true.
to do. You're always
That's
practicing and shit, right?
Fuck
So
yeah.
it goes like you're saying in every category.
Yeah. Yeah.
It works.
That is very true.
How about you?
when
What's
think
some
about it.
music that makes you feel some?
Oh man, dude, lately I've been listening to fucking Pet Sounds by the
Pet
Beach Boys,
Sounds?
dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And I
So,
hate
throwback.
Yeah, I hate surf rock, dude, but it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you go back
Makes
and
you
listen
wanna-
to
that Miami feel, like you were saying.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
might be
dude.
where it stems from.
Nah, it sounds like a midnight drive in a convertible, dude. And you're sad about it. You know what I mean? Like you had a girl, but you lost the girl, but you might get the girl back, but you don't know, and
Yeah, it's
society's
on the
fucked.
fence.
Yeah, like you got to listen. So there's a song, and it's crazy, bro. It's called "I Just Wasn't Made for These Times," and it's such a present song. Like you'll feel it. Like I don't know what you guys are going through, but you'll feel it. And it was made in 1966, you know. But it
Okay,
has
okay.
every bit of an emotional hit as anything else, man.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like my old school shit that really makes me feel that I go back to, definitely like the whole of Faces by Mac Miller.
Okay.
That was such a
Okay.
transformative mixtape for me, man. And it showed me like you could be avant-garde. Like I didn't listen to like if you listen to No Songs Just Thoughts, it's a very mainstream, very clean tape with a lot of diversity. But my main stuff that I really like doing is very like different avant-garde, sort of trap, sort of drum and bass stuff. And I got those sensibilities from that tape, and that took me to like other genres because I'll hear a horn and I'll be like, oh, that's Miles Davis. Who's Miles Davis? And then you're looking at
Ooh,
Miles
yeah,
Davis,
you're going through
shit
that.
like that. So it's Faces for me when I want to feel a lot of emotions, and then Don't Play This Song by Kid Cudi, man.
Okay.
He'll
Oh,
tell you,
yes.
Derek will tell you that, right?
Yeah.
That's my drunk song. Like any type of song where I'm trying to feel some. Yeah, it's you know, pain, hurt, sadness, and loneliness. Bought all that shit right up. Tossed it away to the bottomless. Like crazy. Bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
dog, I love
He's the
that.
fucking greatest, bro.
Kid Cudi's really good. Like he has his like own unique fan base in a sense, his own style, which is nice. There's very, very little that are like similar to it.
Definitely. He's really one of one.
He's a pioneer.
He
Yes,
is, bro.
yes,
Like
yes.
underrated,
Great
bro.
word.
Great take, bro. Underrated take, bro.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi is a fucking pioneer because it wasn't just him, bro. He helped influence 808s and Heartbreaks. What did 808 Heartbreaks help influence?
Everything.
Uzi, like yeah, look at
Everything.
that. Put T-Pain more on the map than T-Pain already was. Like
Yeah.
you have to just think about that, bro. Kid Cudi literally helped shift the landscape
Yeah.
of hip hop, man.
Then when he made the Indica album,
Bro,
that one,
you're my
just
guy, bro.
completely swapped
Yeah.
everything. It was like,
Nah, you're my guy,
hold
bro.
the
That's
fuck up.
yeah. That's one of my favorite Cudi albums. Go on, dude. I just wanted to
Man
like,
on the Moon.
Man on the Moon. But bro,
Man on the
Indica is special, bro.
Yeah, Indica is a very different.
But I didn't mean to cut you up. I wanted you to
No,
go
no,
in
that
on
was all I had to say. I was just bringing up a fire ass album,
dude. That's like top 3 Cudi albums for me, man.
Insane, bro.
Lately, I've been fucking with Speeding Bullet too, but it's horrible. It's a horrible, like it's a really bad album.
What was that one? It was like Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying.
It's a
What
great
was-
album.
Yeah, that is. It's I don't know. Okay, I got a couple songs off that album that I really fucked with, but then there was a couple that just didn't hit for me. But the ones that really hit twice as hard.
Type shit. I
Like, it
definitely
was-
feel you. I definitely feel. I think that was the most Cudi album, like Cudi's ever made. Like his personal. I think that was his personal project. You know, that's what it felt like to me. I said that to Derek the other day. I feel like that was his like, I'm gonna make music for Scott, and it missed, but his fans liked it. I liked it. You liked it. You know, and there's some fucking heaters on there, dude.
Hell yeah.
Definitely some heaters for sure.
Do you got any like shows coming up? Like obviously you're probably in Toronto for something other than just
Well,
this podcast, right?
Funny you should ask. We had two shows lined up.
2 shows.
And the promoters kind of dicked us, and then basically they corresponded with us, and then they left us hanging. So I just got a manager. His name's Steve Skaggs. Shouts out Steve Skaggs. He was the first person to get me my first distribution deal. Now he's my manager. Great guy.
Let's go. Shout out the boy.
Yeah, shouts out Steve. And Marston House. Shouts out fucking Marston House. Without you, I would be nothing.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway.
Are they local to Philly, or are they just yeah?
They're Philly legends, bro. Like they used to do freestyle ciphers, and they're fucking crazy. I mean, I think Immortal Technique. You know Immortal Technique.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's like a famous underground guy. Diabolic. Like they're very underground. So like a lot of underground legends came through there and did their thing, man. Some Wu-Tang people and everything. So they used to host these big freestyles, and then off that they developed a label and a studio space, and that's really where I curated my sound, man. So shouts out those guys. But anyway, so my shit folded because I have to book shit myself these days. Steve started to be my manager, but whatever. Then he's trying to get me in touch with people in Canada right now, like just whoever the fuck he knows to get shows. Like he knows people. He's done tours in Canada with some artists. So hopefully we can get something cracking by the time I leave. But the original plan was to do 2 shows here. Folded. I'm with y'all. Grateful to be here. And that's that. But as far as that, I think I got some shows in Houston coming up.
Okay.
Oh shit.
We're still working that out. And then I think some Philly shows later in the year.
Nice. Are those some you get real excited for because you're at home?
Nah.
Fair.
I hate. Nah.
What's the
All right,
Philly life
let's-
like?
I didn't say that. Nah.
What's the Philly life like?
Yeah,
Tell
exactly.
me a
What's
little bit about
Philly
the Philly
life like?
I'm
Well, so
interested to
just
know.
for the Philly listeners, I'm from Bucks County. I am from the suburbs, but I was pretty much born and raised in Philly. My adolescence was spent in Philly. Philly made me, broke me, and resurrected me. So I claim Philly, but I am from the suburbs. What Philly life is like for me when I'm in Philly, a whole lot of just recording.
Yeah.
Like wake up, go to get a good ass coffee, bro, good ass bagel, maybe a mimosa. You know, go to the studio, either Panda's spot called The Void, or I go to Marston House, lock in, record, go out at night, probably hit a club or 2, go to sleep on my homie Kaylin's couch. We love you, Kaylin, and wake up and do it again. Yeah.
Working
sure.
hard, partying hard.
Yeah. Well, you have to,
go.
man. Work-life balance is important, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You know.
Was it like growing up in Philly? Because like we're far away.
Well, so I grew up in the suburbs. So really, it was a very nice area I grew up in. Very nice upbringing. As far as, I mean, I grew up with kids like that would drive their dad's Audi or whatever to school. You know what I mean? We didn't have an Audi. It was 7 people to a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom townhouse.
Okay.
So you know, we didn't grow up broke or struggling or anything. But we weren't the rich kids. I was
You
raised
didn't
by
have
some.
an Audi either.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have it. I still don't drive, man. I still don't drive. But yeah, man, it was like Pleasantville. You ever seen the movie Pleasantville?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a small, hokey, like American town with like a local, you know, like a hardware store.
Okay.
No, they built it up. They built it up significantly. So now there's like a Chipotle and a fucking Lululemon. They like caucasified the entire. They caucasified the entire place. But it used to be like a nice small town vibe. But yeah, I grew up there, raised by my hippie ass mom and my stepdad with my brothers, man.
There you go.
Did I answer the question? What was the question? I'd be
What
rambling.
was it like growing up in Philly?
it was dope, man. In Philly, when I started to become a teenager, man, I moved to. I would go to Philly a lot. So we would skip school, like we would skip 3rd period and go right to Philly.
Okay.
And that was hectic because we were on some shit. You know what I mean? So I was
Kind of shit.
like
Ruckus shit, like causing.
Nah, I mean, causing ruckus only by like drugs, a lot of drugs and a lot of partying and a lot of danger and a lot of like me getting robbed, like you know, trying to run
yourself in shitty situations.
right, putting myself in shitty situations, getting fucking beaten the fuck up, shit like that, man. But I thought it was all fun and games, dude. You know, I didn't really think about anything. I was just like, fuck it, let's do it. Put on Love Is Rage and let's go fucking buy some drugs and find some bitches. So Philly was definitely way more dangerous than my suburban town. But I did get arrested a lot in my suburban town.
Well, yeah, because if you're in your suburban town, then you're one of the badass kids in there.
Not badass.
No.
Loser. But yes.
Okay, I see what you want. Okay.
I'm not glorifying it. I'm not glorifying it.
Yeah. No, I see you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, I'm from a small town, and, like, there's, like, 2 bad kids, and, like, the cops just know them immediately because they're the only 2 places they go. Like, it's just, you deal with the same 4 people every day. Like, it's very small.
Everybody.
Yeah, I would definitely was one of those 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember I got in some trouble. I was on juvenile probation, and I went into my high school, and we were playing volleyball, and I had the anklet on. I had the house arrest anklet on, and I had these big sweatpants, but it couldn't fit over the anklet. And I was playing volleyball, and some girls were looking at me like, "Oh shit! Like, who is that? Who's this bad criminal?" And other people were like, "Oh my god, scumbag! Stay away from him. He's evil." You know,
Clear
what I mean?
out.
So I get like, it was a blessing and a curse to be the bad kid. You know, I feel like I was allowed to have more fun. You know, people expected it of me.
But it makes for like good stories to write about in songs too.
Definitely, man.
Like if you didn't take all those L's and go through those experiences, would you have as good of product as you do?
Hell no.
Exactly.
I would be a lyrical, spiritual rapper, bro. Like, definitely just be rapping like Eminem.
Yeah.
You know, if I didn't live the life I live, for sure. I think that life brings creativity. I don't think it's the other way around. You know, I think you really got to live and inundate your experiences around you to create something great.
Okay.
Because think about like what's a perfect 10 out of 10 album for you?
Ooh. That's a very good question.
Any genre.
In any, like, you asking me to pick one of my like 10 out of 10 albums?
Yeah, just an album and then the artist.
Ooh,
We can sit here for the next 2 hours. I don't know if I'll find one.
Pick
to be
just
honest.
objectively a great album.
Objectively a great album. I mean, I have to throw in, like, I think I just have to do Luca Brassi's Story 2.
Like
No,
Kevin
Kevin
Luca Brasi
Gates.
2, yeah, Kevin Gates.
So Kevin Gates lived one hell of a fucking life.
Oh,
Yeah.
To make that, like, obviously he's giving you some crazy shit that may or may not have happened, but to be able to cognate those bars, like he had to come from he come from Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah, Baton
like
Rouge,
you got to come from Baton Rouge there doing that shit. You know what I mean?
literally.
You're not gonna hear me talking like Young Boy. You know what I mean? And so like very clearly, the experiences that a person has fully influences their art, and the more intense the experience, the more intense the creation. I think
Absolutely.
like every time.
Yeah.
You know? You can hear Cuddy's pain.
So that's what draws me to an artist. So
Me too.
you literally named them, but like Kevin Gates and Youngboy are my top 2 artists, right? Like right off the top. Like, and that's because of their emotion in their songs. It's like, this is a sad song. I can tell because this boy is sad right
Type
now.
shit.
Like he's angry because he's angry. Like you can feel the emotion in the music, where like that just instantly draws to me. And I think that kind of relays all the way back to like the first song I found with you was like "Ode to a Boy," right? So
It's all about resonance, man.
yeah,
And like that means a lot. Like if you can connect to one of my songs or feel from one of my songs, that's all I ask, man. I don't need you to buy the t-shirt or the
I see what
concert
you're
ticket. You know what I
saying.
mean?
Yeah.
Like love the music, bro.
yeah,
Play it again.
enjoy, yeah.
And
Well, that's what's the best part about the like entertainment industry and being in it. Like we're not asking for anything. We're trying to give. Like we're trying to.
that's
right?
a good, see, you have a good head on your shoulders and a good perspective about that, because I don't think that's the general consensus, man.
You're right. You're right.
You know, I think we have a good perspective. I don't think the world does. I don't think a lot of fellow creators might. I don't know. I don't want to generalize. But I feel like there is a lot of toxic thought process in that, you know. I think a lot of people are trying to monetize it. And that's great.
A lot of people are doing it purely for the money.
And
Absolutely.
that's great. But I went into this shit, dude, because I didn't think I was going to be able to do anything else. Like, there's no other future for me. It was always this. Like, there was no, like, I'll be a banker. You know, like, that's not going to happen. No disrespect to bankers. But I'm saying, like, for me, it was like this or another thing. It was this or death, basically. It's how I felt about it. And I work with a lot of artists, and I'm around a lot of artists all the time. And a lot of them do it to get rich or get pussy. And that's fucking dope. Who doesn't like money and pussy, bro? It's fucking sick. It makes the world go around. But I'm saying, like, I think a lot of people go into a lot of spaces for the wrong reasons.
Fair.
Like, there's famous YouTubers where I grew up, and it's like clear they're just their content is like not for me. And it's like they're just doing it for clicks and for some bread, and they're getting hella bread, man. They'll be at the local bar buying everybody shots before they go back to LA, and that's tight. But it's like, man, sometimes I feel like the greatest, the shit I look up to, the shit that I honor is like people that are doing it because they have a compulsion to do so.
Yeah. An actual want and drive to create, to be an artist.
Right. And YoungBoy.
Yeah.
He's in there working.
Yeah.
24/7.
Literally.
Same with Kevin Gates. You can feel Kevin Gates' energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were born to do.
Oh, bro, YoungBoy's been on house arrest for like 2-3 years now, and he just, in 2022 he dropped 10 albums.
It was crazy. His run was crazy.
Mixtapes, whatever you want to call it.
His run was insane.
It's almost an album a month.
But somebody that's just doing that to get rich, they're not putting that kind of work in, bro. They're not putting that consistent quality in. You know? And I think that's what's important is just going in with the right mentality and putting a fuck ton of work in, man.
I see YoungBoy as like someone who's got a lot of shit to get off their chest, and like he's just constantly, he said it before, I've seen in interviews, but like the mic's the therapy.
Yeah.
And it is that way for a lot of artists. So like, yeah, you can see someone that has a lot of songs who's got a lot of therapy to go through, a lot of talking to do.
And you can also see when somebody's rapping about nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, people love to just rap. That's the one problem I have with like a lot of boom bap shit nowadays.
Okay.
Nowadays, not back in the day, but it's like people are just rapping to rap. For what? If you're rapping about how good you are at rapping, what the fuck are you rapping about? I'd rather fucking chew paint, dude, or chew like wood chips or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to like hear something, listen to something.
Right. Beretta, nobody does it better. Give me more cheddar. Like, bro, who fucking cares? Who fucking cares?
So are you like a writer? Or you more like a whatever's feeling on the spot, like freestyle, but like
both.
Lyrically, yeah?
Both. I mean, if I'm writing, I'm a fast writer.
Okay.
A lot of my shit is freestyled. He'll back that up.
Yeah. You get the stamp of approval.
He spits crazy, bro.
I'm really like probably, man, I can't talk crazy. I honest to God, like, go look at my catalog. Like, if I told you what I freestyled versus what I wrote and how fast I wrote what I wrote, bro, I think I'm really one of the greatest like white lyricists of my generation. Bro.
Hell yeah.
How my pen goes, like, go read my lyrics. Go listen again to my shit. And that's not arrogant, like, it's the facts. Like, and people in high places have told me very similar things. People that I really look up to have been like, your pen is really crazy. But I grew up freestyling. So it's more about what the studio vibe is like, bro.
Okay.
Like, if the beat is like a trap beat, I'm not gonna sit there and care about like I'm writing on a primo beat. I'm gonna go in and just go punch. But if the beat needs more, if it's asking for more of me, then of course I'm gonna sit there and really write something.
Put more time into it.
Yeah. The one thing I hate about writing and writers is like structure. I really don't care for structure. Okay. Because the best pieces of music, even Kanye, like on Yeezus, like the best piece of music to me don't have real structure to them. Now there can be structure that's great.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
I personally do as well, just because like
it's different.
Making music in itself is an art, and
not a formula.
Not a formula
type shit.
Do you know who Rick Rubin is?
Of course, legend.
Yeah, exactly.
Legend.
He even said like on a podcast I watched recently, he was like, "Who cares what other people think? Art is for you, not everyone else."
Type shit.
So it's like with writing and having a structure to it, who's to say what that structure is? So it's like, it's just
But then if everyone follows the same formula, then you get the same results.
I
So
think
like you need the uniqueness so that people can be different and you can have different music. Yeah,
I think that's what rap music specifically is suffering from right now. Like that's why you're saying you hate rap music, is because everyone wants to do the Lil Baby Moneybagg Yo vibe. And like Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo are fire. But there can't be 1,000 of them,
right.
And they can't put out 7 mixtapes a year.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah,
I don't need that. I don't think anyone's asking for that. People want to be in somebody else's lane.
I feel like a lot of people are looking to be like the best in the city, so they follow the vibe of the city, and of course that's where you come from.
Sure.
So like, and like what you're surrounded by, it's your culture. So like, of course you're gonna be brought up in it, but you can't be Meek Mill, you can't be Lil Wayne, you can't be these artists.
Would you go there? Would you go there with a megaphone and tell them that?
No,
please,
like,
no.
like,
that's not. I'm saying, please go tell him. Somebody needs to tell him. Somebody needs to tell him, bro.
Like just like be unique, be yourself, because like
Yeah.
I already heard Lil Wayne. Like I don't want to
Type
hear
shit.
I don't know, Big Wayne. I don't right? Like,
Big Wayne.
Big Wayne. Even Lil Wayne. Like
Old money, baby.
yeah. Instead of a lighter flick, it's just like the seal crack.
Right.
Crack of the bottle.
Yeah, it's matches.
Yeah.
It's matches. Yeah, I definitely feel you. I mean, obviously, I feel that way. People, especially in Philly too. Like we were talking about shows earlier, right? And like Philly has never really showed me that much love, and I never have asked for it, and I've never like begged for it, you know. And the thing is, like, if you're trying to be the biggest in your city, that's awesome, and that's doable.
Yeah,
you know, if you're a certain type of guy or whatever the case, or girl or whatever the case. But it's like, aren't you trying to be the biggest in the world?
Yeah, shoot bigger.
You feel me? Like, Europe people in Europe know my name. You know what I mean? So Philly might be like, "Fuck you, you," and I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
I got bitches sending me their titties in Germany, bro. I mean, I don't give a fuck about no.
I can tell.
Like, yeah, say you can smack me on South Street, but
Yeah.
my point being though is like the mentality's all fucked up for a lot of people, a lot of artists, man. But being I think that's a great goal though as well, being the biggest in the city. But I never looked at music like that. Like I never looked at music as a staircase.
Okay.
You know, and I think a lot of people do, and that's how you should look at it. It's like I've always just looked at what's in front of me and tried to make the best of whatever that is.
Okay.
And then I've been blessed because the things in front of me have I've been able to assemble and work that out to my advantage. But I don't roll through this with a strategy or a goal in mind. I mean, I have goals, but I'm saying like a lot of people view this music or entertainment as a magical ladder to success, and it is, and it can be. But I've always approached things with tunnel vision, and I think that's a detriment sometimes. But I think that's also why I am where I'm at now, why things are going very well. You know,
You're focused.
right? I'm focused on what's in front of me.
Yeah, eye on the prize.
Exactly. You win.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's kind of what's important to me is like, let's make the best art, and then let's get the best photography, and let's get the best videography, and let's get the best we can out of this.
You're just ultimately an artist. You're a creator.
Low key,
Right.
If you need a photographer in Toronto, we got a hookup.
Sounds good. Let me get the. We'll talk.
Got you.
Yeah, for
Got
sure.
you.
We
I
got
appreciate
you with
that. I just bought a fucking like $80 worth of vintage shit too. I need somebody to
Really?
style me up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking tight over here, bro.
Yeah, if you're ever
Yeah.
in Windsor too, we did a pod with a videographer, bro. He'll get you right for like music videos and
Dope.
everything like that.
Dope,
We
man.
got and then we know a cameraman in Toronto.
Yeah,
Sweet.
A couple recording studios, bro. You get the whole hookup even in Windsor too. if you
I would
want
love
to.
to. I would love to record. Actually,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, we should set that up. We should set that up after the podcast. I really do want to get some records done. I hate like sitting, bro. It's
That's
like
fair, yeah.
crazy. Usually when I travel and I work. So this has been like hellish for me,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like, you know, I need something to do. I've been writing a little bit, but most I've just been getting drunk and eating fucking foreign foods.
So what was the YouWin starter setup? Like,
Oh,
like
man.
first, like, and I don't mean like first song that you like put out and did good. Like, I mean like the first song you ever created. Like, sounds like you did it on
Oh,
a tape.
Like,
Fuck yeah.
yeah. Where
Yeah.
was it? Like, was it in the closet with the
Yo, Derek, you remember Cushion and Cigarillo? Yeah. All right, man. So, god damn, I love this question. I don't think I've ever really told this story.
Bet.
That's crazy. So I got in some trouble, and I was on house arrest, and I would have my homies come to me,
Okay.
and my buddy Micah. We had a crew called Crooked Crew.
All
It
right.
was so stupid. We were obviously like 15. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's some shit you do when you're 15.
Yeah, young thuggin'.
Right, exactly. Like totally thugging in the burbs. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like,
yeah.
oh man, menacing.
Mom's got snacks downstairs, boys. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Like we smoked, we drank, you know, vodka out of water bottles, smoked roach weed, and like took a tab of acid now and again, and thought we were like fucking sick. So I'm on house arrest for some stuff, and my buddy's like, you got to start rapping, bro. You got to start rapping. There's a whole nother story why that's the case, but you got to start rapping. So I ordered like the shittiest USB mic ever.
Okay.
And I think I had it hooked up to a Chromebook. And I had like Apple earphones or like maybe Beats.
Yeah.
And my homies would just come over, and I would just rap on beats I ripped off YouTube. You know how people
Yeah.
do.
I do it all the time.
And I found this ASAP Rocky type beat. You gotta let me hear your shit. So I found this ASAP Rocky beat, and the hook was like, "I'll put that cushion in a cigarillo and then give it a twist." It was like some horrible cliche early 2000 teens like type shit. And what the fuck did I say? I deleted the song everywhere, so you can't find it. And we were like, let's upload it. We recorded it. It was horrible. My buddy's like, I got the blunt right here, bro. Let's roll it up. So he got a cigarillo, put the cushion in cigarillo, got it. We went on MS Paint and like drew YouWin, cushion in cigarillo, you know, uploaded it right to SoundCloud. But then like people in my high school started jocking it though. They were fucking with it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it started off as a mockery.
Yeah.
Like they would start off as like, fuck this kid.
It's catchy as shit.
Right. And then I just stopped making music. I stopped making music. But that was the first thing.
Yeah.
Shitty Audio-Technica mic and cushion of cigarillo. I'll never forget the hook. What the fuck were my bars? Derek, remember the bars?
Something about Sean Carter.
Yeah. Oh my God. Someone was like, still cushed out a blackout charger. Like some shit like that. Like we didn't have goddamn nothing. I mean, we were selling whatever at the time too, but we were definitely selling some stuff. But damn, how the fuck does the first verse? It's like, I only fuck with Gucci because the devil wear Prada. That was the line. I only fuck with Gucci because the devil wear Prada. Your mans go hard, but my mans go harder. Still cushed out a blackout charger. Bitches like Beyonce, I'm not Sean Carter. Your boy, like some shit like that. And then it's like and then we had lean at the time. I almost got arrested for that, but we had lean at the time, and that almost fucked up my probation. I didn't know that it was an opiate. But that's another story for another time. So we were just in the crib, like gacked out, fucking sipping lean. We're like children. And I remember my verse to flex on people. I was like, pint of the perp, Skittles for the floaters, broke, but I still gotta make them quotas. Like I'm some hard end like hard end street hustler. Nah, that shit was trash, bro. I'm a 15-year-old white kid selling weed with a Supreme hat on in the suburbs, bro. Like sounds like some shit that kid would make, you know.
The bar was hard though. I fuck with it.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, Charger.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like the only reason you think it was trash is because it wasn't like your honest self, right? Like
Yeah.
if someone who's that honest self came out with that, you'd probably rock with it.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure. That's
no
why I
hard
love
bars.
Gucci Mane, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking love Gucci Mane, bro. And then like I was living in Atlanta for a little bit. Like Gucci Mane's the man. Like people will say like, "Oh, Gucci Mane shot those two dudes over by that middle school," and you're like, "Oh shit, that's that's crazy." Like, you know, not that he just did that, but like, there's like lore. You get the like Atlanta lore
story behind
right? Or like
it,
this Pee Wee Longway used to record over here, and you're like, "Oh, the Blue M&M man, that's crazy." You guys fuck with Pee Wee Longway?
A little bit.
The ice cream man, dude, he's fucking crazy, bro.
He's funny.
I fuck with Pee Wee Longway, bro. Yeah, he's got that. He's just like, I love like the like initial Atlanta wave, man.
Yeah.
I love their shit, dude. And then the weird Atlanta shit, dude, like Father, McConan, Rome Fortune. Shouts out Rome Fortune. Give me right. Answer my DMs. Rome, you've been playing games.
Atlanta seems to be the place for music where everybody goes. Where they try to make it. You know what I mean?
Definitely. There's an air
A lot
there.
of opportunity.
Dude, definitely. And it's like you're in proximity to everyone and everything. So you very well might like go to a pop-up and see Cardi or one of the Opium Kids or whatever. Like it's like New York. Like I remember I was in Dover Street Market shopping and I see a green Porsche pull up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was fucking Joey Badass, man. Joey Badass I was just sitting there going through Stussy, like right next to Joey Badass. I'm like, be cool. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, shit like that. So when you have proximity, I think that really breeds a lot of success. And if you look at Atlanta, a lot of the artists that are coming up that are famous or the ones that are, you know, became famous before that, like they're all connected somehow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like even Ken Carson, like he's related to 808 Mafia or whoever, 808 Mafia, Waka Flocka, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's all very connected. Like there's a very deep root of DNA. And when you have something like that, I think it's easier to tap into that frequency. Okay. You know, like Lil Keed and Lil Got It were outside of the apartments Young Thug used to live. Young Thug was, I guess, visiting family or some shit like that, and he got signed. So that's what I mean. When you have proximity like that and you're talented and you're hungry, you're going to get it, man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know, and I think Philly, man, Philly's sleepy. Like the Philly scene is very like Amish. It's very like incestuous.
Very
like you got to know people 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 to know people. You know.
Yeah.
And like thankfully I've been in certain buildings that are the right buildings with certain people that are the right people, but that only came as a result of my talent. I feel like if you don't know where to look to, like you're fucked in Philly, man. you know?
Well, we talked about this on our last episode as well. Connections are almost everything, right? Like who you know. It never hurts to know more people.
For sure. But if you don't have connections, you got to American Psycho that shit.
Yeah.
No, for real. Like, you got to be like, okay, Meek Mill pulls up here at Tuesday at 3 p.m. and gets a cheesesteak. So you better get a job at that cheesesteak place. You feel me? Like, you better get a fucking job at the cheesesteak place. Be his fucking guy. Never fuck up an order.
And a CD.
Yeah. No, not even the CD.
works, though,
like, you just got to become boys with Meek
Yeah,
Mill. And then my cheesesteak bowl. What's up, Meek? Like, this is totally arbitrary. Don't do this. But I'm saying, like, you have to, like, really be American Psycho, like, strategic about how you do things. Because I didn't have shit. You know, like, at all. I didn't have any connections, anybody trying to help me. So I built that. But you can build connections. You can find like people, and I hear this all the time when I go to studios. People like, oh, well, he knows this person and he knows that person. How do you think he got in the room, motherfucker? He kicked the door down. So you can sit there and cry about how, oh, but they're better connected and they have more resources. Get better connected, gain more resources.
Yeah, they went out there and got it.
This is Game of Thrones, motherfucker. It's not Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's Game of fucking Thrones.
Yeah.
Get a fucking sword, a shield, and a fucking belt, dude, and go.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, I just hate this shit. People want to bitch and moan and cry so much. It's so easy to do that.
It's easy to make excuses.
It is.
Right.
And it's easy to, when you're trying to build something, it's so easy to have somebody kick down one pillar.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd be like, I'm done. I'll build another building. No, dude.
No.
Put 6 pillars down.
Yeah.
They can only kick one at a time.
Yeah.
You can beat the fuck out of them before they kick the rest of them down.
Yeah, you catch them, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's the most discouraging game, but connections are important. Connections are all you have at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Find them.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Find them.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
How did you find, are you introverted, extroverted person, and how did that help or affect you trying to market yourself and get your connections in the industry?
What kind of a person do you think I am?
I think extroverted.
You think extroverted? What about you?
I think a little bit of both. I think it took maybe a little bit to kind of step outside, but then once you're outside, you're definitely like, yo, let me get to it.
That's true. I'm an extrovert to my friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I am a real extrovert, or, you know, to my fans. I'm an
Well,
extrovert.
I say that because I've met you very, very little ago in a very short time, and like you're very shut up. You're like very like open, right? Like easy to talk to, respectful. You're not closed off or like disinterested, disrespectful by any means, right? So that's like an introverted person wouldn't give me necessarily the time of day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're artists, man. Like, it's our job to, like, get people interested. If I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
life is just
Surprised,
like
man.
that,
People
bro.
are like that.
Yeah, and I bet you my music's better.
Yeah,
Sorry.
very true. Very true.
To be real with you, like, if you act like that, unless you're Playboy Cardi, your shit's mid, bro. Just be a human.
Sorry to cut you off. How do you feel like ego has played into like the evolution of like you see rappers nowadays or musicians like with all just ego. They don't bring their fans into it. And
Ego is great.
I think it
Yeah.
makes it.
Ego is great, but you gotta back it up.
exactly. Yeah.
Kanye can back it up, you know,
For
whatever you
sure,
say.
yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Genius.
Kanye is saying this shit. Like, whatever you say, like everything I've said that's arrogant, you have to back it up. Because somebody, internet dude on Reddit's gonna come with the Carfax. So don't cap for ego, bro.
Yeah.
Don't cap for ego. Don't cap for bitches at all. Dumb. Ego's great if you can back up and substantiate the ego.
I think it's people misunderstand ego with confidence. Like you're supposed to have confidence and belief in yourself that you are the best, but like you can't have the ego of you're the best in the sense, right? Where like everything revolves around you.
For sure. I think my thing is like, I'm the best me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be better than you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be established as like,
best
he's
version of
great.
yourself.
He's great. Not he's better than this person or better than, he's great. You know? And I think that a lot of artists should strive for that individualism. I think it's a competitive sport, but we live in an era more than ever where you can carve your own lane and be respected, right? Like, look at Danny. You guys fuck with Danny Brown?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Danny Brown is fucking crazy. Phenomenal, bro, right? But nobody's like, yo, Danny Brown is really top 5.
Yeah.
He's not. He exists in his own ecosystem.
Right.
So what the fuck? Build your own ecosystem.
Yeah, you can, and it's not necessarily hard to do. Like it'll be like hard at first, but once your niche starts forming, then like you're goated, and then you are almost guaranteed a fan base because you're so unique that you're the only thing to fill that niche for the audience you created.
Exactly.
It's all marketing yourself ultimately. I feel like there's no like people don't market. Obviously, they market their music, but it's no longer important of like, buy my album, buy this CD, buy this. Like, you're just marketing yourself as a person, as an artist, as a character.
It
your
took me
ultimate persona. And
took me
image.
so long to figure that out, bro.
Yeah.
So long. And I was under the impression like all I had to do was rap to go to the league. I was like, all I have to do is make music and people will fuck with it. And it doesn't matter what the cover looks like. It doesn't matter what the visuals look like. It doesn't matter what I act like.
Like, yeah, because you're talented. So you're like, my shit's raw.
Right.
I'm going to put it on. And
I was like, I'm better than everybody in my area. Keyword. Everybody in my area, in my small town.
Yeah.
I'm the best white rapper in the town of white rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a very big fish, small pond situation. And the world smacked me in the face. I thought I was going to just rap and be Kanye. It's not enough to rap.
Yeah.
You can be the best rapper.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be something else or be so yourself and so out there with all that.
Yeah.
Display yourself at least. You know, I wasn't posting. I didn't do Reels. I didn't do Instagram. I didn't do TikTok. And then finally I had managers and social media people and label people be like, dog, you have to do this or you're not going to go fucking anywhere. We're not going to make any money and you're going to have to go get a job at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather be dead. You feel me? So let's get the camera on, you know.
So
No, that's
then,
fair.
what was like the biggest realization or like maybe thought in your head when you got into the industry? Like, was there anything that like you thought maybe that wasn't quite where, like how you thought it was going to be? Obviously, you said like that part.
So much.
Yeah.
So much. Almost everything. People aren't what you think they are.
Like from our outside perspective, we see all these artists and think,
Anybody.
it'd be sick, but
Anybody. Yeah, artists, but also the personnel, the people involved in the music industry. Like everything is like it's not a false promise. Like they're not lying to you, but they're always gonna overpromise and underdeliver to the fullest capacity. Like you can't be bright-eyed and trusting. Like you have to protect your own interest and operate with self-interest respectfully, gracefully, and like, how do I put this? Like goodly. Like, you know what I mean? Like don't be evil.
Yeah.
You know. But it's the thing that I really realized that really changed things for me was like, this is really a strategy game, people.
Oh.
This is like a trading card game or
Labels
chess.
and shit.
It's not just like, let's all be happy and be artists and be creative. It's like the Game of Thrones scenes where everybody like walks in the gardens and plots.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this shit is, I swear. Like, and it's not evil or good. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everything's a strategy and everything's a rollout. And nothing is as it seems. That's my biggest realization, I think.
Okay.
I do ramble, so like, you know,
No, you said
but beware of people that are overly nice too, because like I'm genuine. You guys seem genuine, but there's a lot of like, yeah, I'll help you out, and then we did a song, and it's like, oh, but I need $3,000. What?
Yeah.
You're reaching out. Your shit's fired, little bro. Like, let me get you over here. Blah, blah, blah. Then you want $3,000. Then you want $3,000.
Thought you were fucking.
You should have led with that.
Yeah,
You should have led with that. That's a little. Isn't that sketchy?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that happened to me, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. People, unfortunately, are like that. And, like, as someone who I genuinely think I'm a very nice person.
You seem to be, yeah.
Upfront. Like, I give everybody a first chance, you know what I mean? And, like, that scares me a lot of the times because, like, I'm self-aware that, like, I'm going to get fucked over.
You're opening yourself up for people to take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, I'm just thankful that I'm self-aware of my actions at least, so that like when the bad things do happen, I can stop my feet there.
Well, I mean, I used to be a lot like that, and my thing was like, dog, you just, like I said before, you got to operate with your own self-interest at heart. That's not nefarious. That's self-protective, not selfishly, but just you're first.
Yeah.
Like, all of you guys are cool and you're building something, but all of you should understand, and I'm sorry if this causes division, that you are first in this situation. You are primary.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean fuck people over or be a dick or be a bad person. It just means protect your heart, protect your mind, protect
best
your interests.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's super important, especially as you guys evolved in this. And I evolved in
anything
this.
in life too.
Yeah.
For
Stick to your
sure.
morals too, bro. Like,
Definitely.
don't fold your morals for
No.
some shit or
What
for somebody.
What did Drake say? I never fool my morals for the ticket sales.
Yeah.
Bars, everything. Yeah.
No, literally.
Yeah.
I think like especially somebody. Don't let somebody come up into your life and like make you change who you are. That's
Type
whack.
shit for
Whack.
sure. No, I've been the same person since I was like 19, bro.
Yeah.
You couldn't change me, man.
Literally.
None of that. Like, yeah, I haven't changed.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I think it's important for people to stay true to who you are. But then again, if you know you're a dickhead, stop being a dickhead.
No, see, dickheads they're like the least self-aware people in the world.
Yeah.
They're never going to know. I'm gonna pee real quick. We do a pee break?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those shits are nerve-wracking, bro.
Yeah.
I hate those, dude. I'm like, that's where I'm an introvert. Like, I can't, if I'm in a studio and you're just like, you could be the most famous person in the world, I'll be normal. But if we're in a party setting, I just shut down. I remember we got invited to, I always tell this story. I feel like the reason I don't do mushrooms anymore, fucking dude. So we got invited during Fashion Week of 2022 or 2023. ASAP Ills was throwing a Disco Inferno pop-up, and we got invited to it. So I got invited to it. I took a buddy of mine and my old manager, and we walked in there, dude, and I saw fucking ASAP Bari, and I saw the fucking dude who plays Old Dirty Bastard on the Wu-Tang show. And I saw like a bunch of record executives I knew that I wanted to be signed to.
Okay.
And I just shut the fuck down. And it didn't help before that I was talking to some model bitches and I ate some mushroom chocolate, and I was like having difficulty trying to bang one of the model bitches, dude. And like it was like a problem, like because I was supposed to just flirt like a normal person, but I was on mushrooms, so like everything was coming as like a subtextual double entendre. So I was like geeked about the girls at the hotel. Then I was geeked because I'm on mushrooms. Then I'm going into this very high intensity situation with all these famous people I respect.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't talk to fucking anybody.
Yeah, the whole body just shut down.
Nobody,
Yeah.
right? And I met this dude. I had these Versace sunglasses on and like a bunch of ill shit. And this dude comes over like he knows me, hugs me, dude, because he's in like a all ASAP fits. I'm like, okay, he's probably somebody, whatever. We dap up. He hugs me. He's like, what's up, bro? I fuck with you, bro. Meanwhile, he takes the fucking sunglasses off my neck, lose the sunglasses. I'm still tripping on mushrooms. Fucking, and I'm outside. Well, I got my glasses stolen, like looping on that. And then fucking ASAP 12 comes right next to me and is just smoking a blunt like this close to me.
Yeah, right
and I have
behind.
every opportunity to be like, hey man, you know, we got invited here, you know, I'm a rapper from Philly, blah blah blah, blah. Nothing. Just zoned out and was geeking about my sunglasses.
Yeah.
So those like celebrity mixer parties, dude, they look cool. I can't hack them.
Yeah.
Can't hack them, dude.
Nah, to see like, the party scene's not for everybody though, right? And like, it's not my go-to place as it is in the first place. Like, you won't catch me at a club. Like, it's just not where I want to be.
I definitely hear you.
Like, it's not. But I feel like if we got to make a play, we got to make a play,
Type shit.
right? Like,
Promote
it is what it
yourself,
is.
right?
But even like, I'm a good friend. Like, if bro wants to, yo, it's my birthday, let's go to the club. I'm gonna drag my ass to
For
the
sure.
club because it's bro's birthday.
I think it's all about too, like those opportunities. We were just talking about the Dave East thing and the ASAP thing. It's like God gives you what you can handle in a way, and I think like you'll thrive in those environments when you're ready to. You know, that's another thing. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that you'll be presented with, or I'll be presented with, and if you're not ready, you're just gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
And that's cool. You can't kill yourself over it. Unalive yourself. Sorry, YouTube. You can't murder yourself over it, man. You got to just keep going. And then when you're ready, another opportunity will present itself that's bigger than the last one, hopefully, you know. But I feel you, man. I'm definitely a club guy, though.
Yeah.
But with the homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with the homies. But there's no pressure. Like if I'm going to a Philly club, like I probably know somebody that's DJing. I probably know somebody over here. I probably know six
well
bitches in that
connected,
section.
Yeah.
Not even that. Just it's a small city. It's a small city. So a lot of people know a lot of people.
Right.
And I've had DJs be like, "Oh my god, I was DJing for you at the last 215 show." Yeah. You know, it's very
Okay.
so like I'm comfortable in the city.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? And like I'm in New York, it's like another level of pressure, I think. But yeah, clubs all day when I'm in the city for sure. And sorry, and dive bars, man.
Yeah.
I fucking love a good dive bar, dude. You kidding me? I love a good dive bar. I love a good shithole.
Yeah. Nice.
My
bar.
favorite, dude. Yeah.
Are there any in Philly that you like really fuck with?
Yes.
Anything with
Yeah.
a dirty washroom.
Like, yeah. Little
Any-
condom dispenser on the fucking wall still.
Damn. What's my favorite?
Feet over like no one's business.
It's not a dive really. It's like an old Irish bar in a
Okay.
place called Fishtown. It's called Murph's,
Okay.
and it's cash only, and it's just like Christmas lights and pictures and just like cheap ass beer, and you're just chilling and nobody's bothering you. It's quiet, And then they've got some of my videotapes in this one. I forget what the fuck it's called. I think it's John's Tavern on in South Philly, where my buddy lives, where I stay a lot. And you go in, it's down his street, and you go in, and they have wall-to-wall videotapes.
Damn.
Now my collective is called Eyes Wide Shut. I would have brought you T-shirts, but I forgot. So you might see my branding. It says Eyes Wide Shut. We took the Star Wars logo. We got my buddy to re-hand draw it, so we own it.
Nice.
We put the font in, whatever the case. So I had made videotapes for like a promotion thing that say Eyes Wide Shut on them, and I put them in the bar. So they have two big TVs, and they play nothing but old vintage movies for hours. And it's just a shithole bar, dude, and I love it so much.
cool.
Low key, bro.
Yeah.
If you ever go to Philly, I kind of want to pop in there.
If you're going to
Yeah.
Philly, call me, dude.
Yeah,
We'll take
hell
great
yeah.
care of you, dude.
Hell
All of
yeah.
you guys.
That's
Get
a
you whatever
Philly
you
trip.
need. Yeah, you don't need to worry about nothing.
Buddy. Hell yeah.
Fuck, you might have to make that happen.
I have a lot of shit going on. I have a full project done,
Okay.
but it's all about who to give it to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who's gonna see this, so I don't want to be like saying too much. But my contract was up in 2023,
Okay.
Okay.
so whether I want to renegotiate that or go somewhere else
Yeah.
is all depending upon the situation.
Yeah.
But I have a phenomenal tape, bro. It's
Bet.
really insane.
Okay.
Like, it's my best work.
Fuck
It's
yeah, I'm
next
super
level shit,
excited now.
and you'll love it.
Hell yeah.
Derek, smoking inside. How do you feel about it?
It's a very good piece of music.
Hell yeah.
That was a little unenthusiastic, but I feel like he's big. It was a very good piece of music.
People to decide. You know?
Yeah, no, it certainly is. It
facts.
certainly is. So I have that done. I'm just waiting to get that mastered. I'm working on so many singles right now, man. I got a lot of singles, got a lot of rollout plans. We just put out a video called Lincoln Logs.
I seen
Yeah,
that.
You fuck with that?
hard.
You fuck with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yo,
is
shouts
hard.
out my man Space Kid Spliff, man.
Bro,
Space
I
Kid
like
Spliff.
that.
So are you doing like a lot of like home recording for like the new album?
Hell
Are you
no.
going to like straight stew? Like
Every-
who's mixing it? Who's
I'm
mastering it?
I'm a studio rat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the studio. I love going in when it's daytime, going out when it's nighttime, dude. The fucking studio is where I live, where I thrive, where I exist. I hate home recording.
Yeah.
My cousin Alex is a great producer, and he always wants me to come to his house, and it's like way out of the way in the fucking boonies, and I hate it. I feel trapped. If you recorded a studio, you can just go wherever the fuck you want. Like if I'm like, damn, I'm not feeling this, I'm gonna leave, go get a drink, come back, go to the club, come back. You could do that. I love that luxury of like entry, exit, chilling.
Yeah.
You can kind of create your own vibe, your own energy. That's a new energy and a new vibe. When you're at home, you're cooking with the same energy.
Okay.
You're cooking with the same vibes that you live
yeah,
with.
That's true.
That's fair.
That's like
fair.
working from home.
Yeah.
You feel me? Fuck that. You want to go to the office, right? Like I always
Yeah,
tell
that's
bitches, I'm
true.
like, I'm going to the office.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm going to work.
I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's being handled right now, at least. My last Heedness was mixed by a guy named Slow Wave. Shouts out Slow Wave. I think he just won a Grammy.
Damn.
That dude's crazy. Oh, we got major. Trust me, bro. The dude that brought me to my first studio, Johnny Ayub, man. Shouts out Bassface. Shouts out Johnny. He just got hella plaques for Uzi's new project.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hella
dope.
plaques.
Fire.
He's crazy, man, and he really helped me with my early sound, man.
Okay.
So songs on No Songs Just Thoughts like Jack London or Gone or the original version of Bedroom Eyes, he recorded those demos
Okay.
before they were redone. So he really helped me too. Shouts out John Bassface, man. If you're watching this, bro, I love you so much. We need to lock in, man. He's really a talented guy. But nowadays, all my shit's getting mixed and mastered by DJ Nick, who produced a lot of great work, a lot of great records.
Oh yeah.
And then Panda, my boy Panda, bro. Panda is so crazy, bro. We got a song called Verandas on the new tape, bro. It's insane. It's the best song I've written recently. That I've recorded. It's so good, bro. Panda is so talented. He owns a studio in Philly called The Void. I help him a lot with like admin stuff.
Nice.
And dude, he's just so talented too. He's a great EDM producer.
Okay.
He just opened up for you know who RL Grime is?
I think so. I've heard of him a couple times.
He did the Tory Lanez song, I'm in for it, I'm in
Okay,
for it.
yeah,
Produced
yeah.
that. So Panda just opened up for RL Grime.
Oh,
He's doing his thing. So if it's not Panda, if it's not Nick, I don't care about it. I don't need to hear about it. They'll handle everything till I die. Videography, I'll do some shouts outs. Fucking videography only, Apogee Films. Miles, we love you. Vacation Aaron, we love you, or Space Kid Spliff since day one. Those are my 3 videographers. Sometimes another guy might squeak by, but I like to fuck with the same people, man.
So at the end of each pod, essentially, we kind of do the same thing at the start where you give a minute or two, but this
Plug the
time
IGs.
kind of just plug whatever you want. And then this time on today's pod, since you're kind of like no songs, just thoughts type of vibe, I kind of want to start something where we let the guests kind of like give the viewers or the listeners something to kind of leave with. So like whether that be like,
hell yeah, dude.
so plug you at the start and then give them something
Talk
to kind
your
of walk
shit, my
away
boy.
with, fucking something to think about maybe, I don't know.
Hell yeah, I really like that. I had such a good time too, man. This shit was awesome.
Appreciate you.
You just let me ramble for 2 hours.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome. Damn, man. What to plug? Lincoln Logs, bro. Listen, all of you out there right now, go to my YouTube, YouWin Music, stream fucking Lincoln Logs. It's such a good video. I want you to see it. Space Kid Swift did such a good job. Go look me up on Instagram at YouWin Music. And you can Google me too. Just Google YouWin, all caps, music artist. Very big flex.
Okay.
Just keep looking for me. Watch out for me. And then the second thing, the thing I'm going to leave you guys with is don't measure up to anybody. Don't measure success. Don't measure dicks. Don't measure bitches. Don't measure money. Measure yourself by yourself and keep progressing. Tunnel vision is key. Look at horses, baby. You're not going to win the Kentucky Derby without blinders on, man. You want to win the race, you got to go at your own pace. You feel me? Don't be stressed.
No
be blessed,
printer.
baby. So that's all I have to say, man. I love you guys, and thank you for having me.
Fuck yeah. We're the Second Spliff. We appreciate y'all for always watching. Thank you very much. That's our time.
Peace.
I've been so caught up in the moment, and now that I know this, it's time to get off the only road that I know since